Guys, Ryan Biddle here, blogging from paradise late at night, no light. Just wanted to remind you to keep going no matter what. It's going to be such a quick video because I just want to get it out there. 2-minute long video, doing it live on the Chromebook. Keep going. If there's no light where you're at, you're barely working with any light. You know what? Let me turn the light up a little bit. Maybe I'll get you a little bit more. A little better. Keep going. No matter how frustrated you are with your blog, keep going. No matter how many months you've gone without earning a cent through your blog, keep going. If you don't have any blog traffic, keep going. If you don't have any list subscribers, keep going. And when you find, if you just keep going and you just commit to blogging, you're going to feel and clear many, many really deep fears that you've been clinging to for a long time. And those are the exact fears that hold you back. That's the stuff that you refuse to do, that you don't want to do. When you just keep going and you keep going and you keep going no matter what, and you keep going, you're going to face, embrace, and release the stuff that's holding you back. The limiting beliefs about doing live videos in less than perfect climates where you don't have perfect lighting and it's friggin' 20 to 12 on a Sunday night. Hey Chris, the money fears that you've faced where you haven't made much money in a long time and in your life, and then you're finding that same type of poverty type consciousness leaks over into your blogs. Keep going. The type of fears that just hold you back from being the person you really want to be, maybe by going no matter what. You keep going with your blog, you're going to find that people in your life are going to tell you, you know what, you're wasting your time. You've been doing this for 6 months. You're doing this for a year. You've been doing this for 5 years, and you haven't made a cent through your blog, or maybe you made like $100, and they're going to tell you waste your time. Guess what? You got to keep going, because the more you keep going, guys, you're going to start purging these fears that just hold most of humanity back. And when you see someone who's living their dream, someone like me, and everything keeps expanding, you're going to think, man, some folks are going to say that guy's really lucky. That's one crowd. The other crowd says, you know what, that guy worked really hard. He deserves it. And that's kind of bullshit too. It's not about luck. It's not even about hard work. It's about acting from an inspired space and doing things from a place of love, from a place of harmony, from a place of fun and detachment. And when you're being that person, you're going to keep going, but you'll also purge those fears that hold so many people back. The fear of failing, the fear of criticism, the fear of just putting yourself out there for years and just giving your life to blogging, and then still looking and saying, oh my God, I really haven't done much with this yet. Because when you really give yourself to blogging for a long time and you're just keeping at it, and you're finding that you're not manifesting as much as you want, maybe not as much traffic, maybe not as much profits, you have to face, embrace, and release that feeling of not enough, the lack of just abundance consciousness, the poverty consciousness, the scarcity consciousness. You have to feel that stuff to release it, to purge that anchor-like weight that fear holds on you. So many people, they just want to really go forward with their blog, and they keep going until a point where they just quit. They're struggling and they quit. They're failing, they quit. And then they might come back to it 6 months later, but you lost all that success momentum. So keep going, guys. Even if those fears appear to weigh you down, keep going. Even if you're not having your best day, keep going. Even if you've just been at it for a year and you're wondering, what the hell's happening? Nothing I'm doing is working. Keep going. Because what's going to happen is, just by keeping going, persisting, you're going to face and feel, and it'll be unpleasant. It's called eating an energetic shit sandwich, but you're going to face and feel the fears and purge them. When you're not weighed down with these fears, you're going to act a lot more inspired. You're going to be a lot more prolific because you won't be weighed down by writer's block. You'll be more detached from profits and traffic outcome. And you'll also be coming from that space of just not even so much doing anything phenomenally, but just being the person. And you'll find that when you keep going, like Chris, you say, my problem was not doing enough. When you keep going, you guess what you're going to find? And it's going to be so interesting, Chris. You're going to eventually face and feel the fear that you were afraid of that goaded you to not do enough. Because a lot of people think it's laziness, but laziness is fear. It's fear, and it's some type of fear. You can't even know what it is until you feel it. But then when you feel it, and it'll be unpleasant, Chris, I promise you. These are not pleasant situations. It's really, I think the thing is, we think in our mind that it's just So many people look at me and they think it not even that comes easy, but just the feelings that I've had to feel. And we've all had these feelings. If you sit with that feeling, when you feel it and purge it, it might be hell, but then you'll never not do enough again. And then you'll become not an overachiever, you'll just become the doer of doers. And then you'll be up at 8 a.m. and you'll be working till 12 at night some days. Some days you will, and you'll love it. And other days you might work just like 6 or 10 hours. And then it will never be like a part-time thing to you again. It'll be full-time. It'll be 15 hours a day. And that's the stuff that you're going to set in your ways. You're going to feel, why am I set in my ways? I'm a spirit in a body. I'm not a mind. I'm not a body. I'm just something in a meat suit that's here and there. And that's the beauty of it. And when you're not set in your ways, when you're not rigid and you become fluid, and you do this by feeling the fear, guess what happens the more fluid you become? You can't be set when you're fluid. We're all fluid, and that's the beauty of it. But this is all the type of stuff you find, and you've been at it, Chris. You're going to keep going, and you're going to keep going, and you're going to unearth this stuff, and you'll be doing videos like me. And you're like, man, I remember when I was that guy who just said, you know what? I'm just so fixed in my ways. I'm 51. And then you're going to realize you're not 51. You're limitless. And you're going to keep going. And it's just beautiful, because I thought of myself 10 years ago. And Chris, honestly, bro, I told myself these same things. Now, age-wise, I was 33, but didn't matter. I could have been 103 or 23. I had the same mindset of, I'm fixed in my ways. Because you have some people at 16. I know people from sophomore year in high school who have the same mindset now at 43. And it won't change to their 63, and it won't change beyond. You have to just feel your fears, and you're on the way, bro. Keep going, keep going. I know you've been at it for a minute, aka for a while, and I've been at it for a while, and we're just both going to keep going, and you're going to face, embrace, and release, and just love the journey the way that it is. So keep at it, bro. Guys, keep going, keep going, keep going. When you keep going, you face and feel the fears, feeling your obstacles. Then when you let that stuff go, you take off. You become more prolific. You become more detached. And that's where the traffic and the profits keep increasing. Much love, bro. Got to roll. 11:45. Got to do a little bit more. Then I got to go to sleep for a little bit. And then I'll be up tomorrow morning, and I'll keep going. Thanks so much, Chris. Until next time, guys.